What if real wealth doesn't look like a bigger house, a faster car, or a louder lifestyle? What if the people who look rich around you are actually more fragile than they appear, and the people quietly becoming wealthy don't even realize it yet? Here's a shocking truth from long-term financial data. Over 70% of people who earn more than $250,000 a year still live paycheck to paycheck. High income didn't save them. High lifestyle killed them. So if money alone doesn't create wealth, what does? In this video, I'm not talking about becoming rich. I'm talking about becoming unshakable. And some of these signs might already be happening in your life without you realizing it. Stay with me, because the last sign changes how you measure success forever. If you're serious about building wealth and breaking free from money problems, hit that subscribe button. We've got powerful content lined up to fuel your journey. Sign 1. You care more about burn rate than income. At some point, something subtle changes in your thinking. You stop asking, how much can I earn? And start asking, how long could I survive if income stopped? That shift alone separates people who chase money from people who build wealth. Wealth grows when your burn rate, the speed at which your life consumes cash, slows down while your systems continue working in the background. What quietly ruins people is lifestyle expansion disguised as success. Raises turn into upgrades. Bonuses turn into commitments. Before they realize it, their freedom has been traded for comfort. Wealth starts forming the moment you reverse that trend. You begin designing life around resilience instead of appearances. You create buffers. You like knowing that 6 months, 12 months, or even 2 years wouldn't break you. Ask yourself this honestly. If income paused tomorrow, would panic show up first, or clarity? That answer tells you everything about where you are on the wealth path. Once burn rate is controlled, every extra dollar becomes powerful. Not emotional money, strategic money. You prefer ownership over flexing. There's a moment when buying things stops feeling exciting, not because you can't afford them, but because they don't move your life forward. You begin choosing assets that don't impress anyone at dinner, but quietly work while you sleep. Equity, cash-flowing investments, long-term positions that don't need applause. Psychologically, this is huge. Most people buy things to signal success. Wealthy builders buy things to remove dependency. That's why flashy consumption peaks early and disappears quietly among people who actually build net worth. Data shows that self-made millionaires are significantly more likely to own boring assets than luxury goods. Not because they lack taste, but because they understand opportunity cost. Every dollar that tries to look rich delays actual wealth. You start asking different questions. Does this purchase reduce future stress? Does this decision compound or distract? Is this something my future self would thank me for? When ownership replaces validation, your financial identity matures. And that maturity unlocks something even more powerful: control over how you respond to money emotionally. Money stops, triggering emotional extremes. At the early stages, money controls mood. A good month feels euphoric. A bad month feels personal. Every fluctuation feels like judgment. But as wealth thinking develops, money loses emotional charge. You stop celebrating windfalls impulsively. You stop catastrophizing downturns. You treat money like information, not identity. Emotional neutrality around money is one of the strongest predictors of long-term wealth accumulation. Not intelligence, not luck, emotional regulation. You don't overreact when markets dip. You don't inflate your life when income spikes. You stay consistent when others swing wildly. When expenses rise, do you feel shame or make adjustments calmly? This emotional discipline compounds faster than returns, because while others are reacting, you're positioning. And once emotions settle, another transformation begins. Your relationship with time changes completely. Sign 4. You start buying back time instead of chasing efficiency. At some stage, you realize something most people never understand. Time is not saved by being faster. It's protected by being selective. Instead of obsessing over squeezing every dollar, you begin removing friction from your life. You pay for simplicity. You eliminate unnecessary decisions. You design days that don't drain you before noon. This is where wealth thinking quietly separates from hustle thinking. People who are stuck try to optimize everything at once, every app, every expense, every routine, until their mental energy is exhausted. Wealth builders do the opposite. They reduce complexity so their attention can stay focused on what actually compounds. You might notice yourself saying no more often, not because you're lazy, but because distractions are expensive. You stop glorifying busyness and start valuing clarity. Your calendar becomes calmer, your routines become predictable, and progress stops feeling chaotic. Sign 5. You no longer feel the need to defend your financial choices. One of the quietest signs of wealth is silence. You stop justifying why you don't upgrade your lifestyle. You stop explaining why you invest instead of spending. You stop arguing with people who think your patience is wasted potential, not because you lack answers, but because you no longer need agreement. Early on, confidence depends on validation. Later, it comes from alignment. You trust your numbers. You trust your process. You trust time to do what excitement never could. This detachment is powerful. It protects you from comparison, from impulsive decisions, from drifting into someone else's version of success. You're no longer trying to win conversations. You're building outcomes. When people question your choices, it doesn't trigger defensiveness. It sharpens clarity. You realize how rare long-term thinking actually is. And here's the truth most people don't like hearing. Wealth often looks like underachievement in the short term, but it feels like freedom in the long term. Once you stop defending your path, you gain something far more valuable than approval: focus. And with focus comes patience, especially when opportunities try to rush you. Urgency stops. Controlling your decisions. Wealth builders develop a healthy distrust of urgency, not fear, not hesitation, just discipline. You've seen enough cycles to know that pressure is often a disguise for weak fundamentals. Limited time. Last chance. Everyone's doing it. These phrases lose power over you. Instead of reacting, you pause. You let excitement settle. You run numbers twice. You ask what happens if you walk away. Most of the time, you realize nothing bad happens at all. This mindset alone saves people hundreds of thousands of dollars over a lifetime. Rush decisions don't just cost money. They steal momentum. They introduce stress, regret, and unnecessary recovery time. Wealth grows when you avoid damage, not when you chase perfection. You begin asking a different kind of question. Is this opportunity real, or is it just loud? That single pause filters out noise. It protects capital. It protects confidence. And once urgency no longer pulls you around, your thinking expands beyond monthly income into something deeper and more strategic: your total financial direction. You measure progress by net worth, not effort. At some point, paychecks stop feeling like progress reports. You start paying attention to what actually remains: assets, liabilities, cash buffers, equity growth. Your focus shifts from how hard you work to how effective your decisions were. This is a massive mental upgrade. Effort feels productive, but it doesn't always move the needle. Net worth doesn't lie. It shows whether your money is working even when you're not. You stop confusing being busy with moving forward. A calm year with steady asset growth feels more successful than a high-income year that leaves nothing behind. Your thinking stretches from months to decades. You see patterns instead of paydays. You care less about spikes and more about slopes. Once progress becomes predictable, something surprising happens. You become comfortable with boredom. You're no longer addicted to excitement. Wealth, while it's being built, often feels dull. No drama, no adrenaline, no viral wins. And instead of resisting that boredom, you embrace it. You stop chasing fast returns and start trusting steady math. You prefer consistency over cleverness. You understand that excitement is expensive and usually short-lived. This is where many people quit. They mistake calm progress for stagnation and go looking for something better. Wealth builders recognize calm as stability. You don't need constant proof that things are working. You let systems compound quietly. You stop checking every fluctuation. You let time do the heavy lifting. This patience is rare, and markets reward rarity. You're no longer trying to outsmart everyone. You're trying to avoid unnecessary mistakes. That humility compounds faster than confidence ever could. And with that patience comes another transformation. Your identity detaches from what you consume. Sign 9. Your sense of worth separates from what you buy. You stop using purchases to feel accomplished, not because you can't afford things, but because you don't need them to validate progress. Your confidence comes from structure, not stuff. This shift is subtle but life-changing. When identity detaches from consumption, saving no longer feels like deprivation. Investing no longer feels like sacrifice. It feels like self-respect. You buy intentionally. You delay without frustration. You enjoy simplicity instead of chasing upgrades. Most financial stress comes from trying to look successful before becoming secure. Once you stop doing that, money starts cooperating. You're not avoiding pleasure, you're prioritizing alignment. And here's the quiet win. When you don't need purchases to prove anything, every financial decision becomes clearer. That clarity sets the stage for the final sign, the one that confirms real wealth is forming. Sign 10. You measure success by how easily you can walk away. The clearest sign of wealth isn't luxury, it's optionality. You can leave bad deals, you can decline misaligned work, you can say no without panic. This didn't come from one big win. It came from years of controlled spending, patient investing, and refusing to trade freedom for appearance. You don't feel trapped by obligations you can't sustain. You don't stay in situations that drain you just to maintain income. You have margin. Optionality is quiet power. It's waking up without financial anxiety. It's knowing you don't need to tolerate everything. It's freedom with dignity. And once you experience it, you protect it fiercely. Because real wealth isn't about excess, it's about never feeling cornered again. Wealth isn't loud, it doesn't announce itself. It grows quietly, patiently, invisibly, until one day, life feels lighter, not easier, lighter. And that's the difference between being rich and becoming wealthy. If this video resonated with you, don't keep the knowledge to yourself. Like the video, subscribe to stay updated, and share is a step toward building a stronger community of growth-minded people. Be part of it. Now, if you're curious about 8 stealth wealth signs you're quietly winning at life, that's exactly what I cover in the next video. See you there.